Ladies and gentlemen, from Studio 2B, it's your boy BillyFai. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the BillyFai Podcast. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen what your boy got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been away from y'all for too long, and I apologize for that. But we got something good today, y'all. We got something for you today. Lou Williams, he got hungry on his way back to the bubble, y'all. He wanted to stop at Magic City to get some wings and things, that is. Oh, you gonna hear what I got to say about old Lou. Sweet Lou. Jamal Adams got his request. He is leaving New York. He is on his way to the great Northwest to join Russell Wilson and those Seattle Seahawks. Is the pressure on Jamal Adams to perform now that he got his wish? How much more of a contender is Seattle also with him? You'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm best known as Billy the Angry Knicks fan. And I got some Knicks news for y'all. The Knicks finally hired a head coach. Tom Thibodeau is the new head coach of the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. How do I feel about it? Y'all will find out. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into it. Now that we got all that out the way, all the pleasantries and all that, I ain't been talking to y'all. I ain't been talking to the people for a long time. But guess what? It's time to holler at y'all. Y'all, I got my stogie. I got my stogie right here. I got a drink. Y'all see that peach crown on deck? Because I've been away from y'all for too long. And the topics I got for y'all today, they're going to be good ones. And I need all this right here. I need to get in my zone. I need to get in my comfort. Because there's going to be some things that I'm going to say might be flagrant, might be unpopular. I don't give a damn. Y'all ain't heard my mouth in a while. Yeah, don't judge me, y'all. I'm about to light up. I'm sorry. Yes, indeed. We about to light up. We about to talk, y'all. We going to talk. Let's talk about Lou Williams, first and foremost. Sweet Lou left the bubble to attend a close friend of the family's passing at a wake. Excused absence. On the way back, Sweet Lou got hungry. Now, y'all, he went down to Atlanta. Now, there's a lot of good eating down there in the ATL. A lot of good eating down there. All them restaurants down there, all that delicious food, all them 5-star restaurants down there in the ATL. Sweet Lou took his ass to Magic City, y'all. Yes, the strip club, Magic City. One of the most prolific strip clubs in the country. Y'all, they put the strip clubs always in rap videos. Migos video, Future video, Luda, Jeezy, T.I., so on and so forth. It's ATL's spot. Ain't no wrong with it. We got a spot up here called Sunset. The chicken is real good. But you know one thing, the difference between Sunset and Magic City? Sunset in Indianapolis is closed. They got this thing going around called COVID-19. Yeah, Georgia, y'all ain't been following them rules. Y'all ain't been following rules at all. When everybody else was shut down, y'all opened up. As a matter of fact, y'all got more wide open. I don't know what the hell y'all were doing down there. But Sweet Lou decided to leave the safe bubble. And on his way back to the bubble, he got hungry and wanted some wings. Sweet Lou saw Jack Harlow. Y'all know Jack Harlow, new up-and-coming rap star. Got a real hot single out now called What's Poppin'. Shot at Louisville, Kentucky's own Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow decided to take a selfie with Sweet Lou. Y'all, of course, that it went viral. Now they took it down, but too late. It's too late. I don't know why high-profile personnel, celebrities, athletes, they always put something up or someone else posted something, and then when they find out, oh shit, we fucked up, they take it down. It's too late. It's already up. Yeah, Sweet Lou, everybody found out you was in Magic City. All your brothers over there in the bubble, quarantined for 3 months, can't look at all that scattered ass where you was at trying to get them wings. But you violated. Now, mind y'all, Lou Williams ain't never done no wrong in this league. He ain't never had no disciplinary issues. We ain't never said nothing wrong about Sweet Lou. But Sweet Lou, you just took the wrong time to make the wrong decision right here. All that good eating in Atlanta, Sweet Lou, and you took your ass to Magic City. Everything that's going on with the COVID, you went into the epicenter of the COVID, to the strip club. Now, Magic City got over 120 strippers in there. Magic City ain't nothing but scattered ass, just shaking that COVID all over the place. Just twerking that COVID all over the place. And Sweet Lou talking about, I was hungry. I went there just to get some wings. Lou, as y'all boys down there saying, Atlanta boys, stop. Now, I understand, you happily married man, and that's fine. Whatever goes on in your house is your business. But once it becomes our business, now you subject to the court of public opinion. And my opinion is, Lou, you want to see some scattered ass before you got back in that 3-month-old bubble. Y'all locked in. Lou ain't survived 10 days, y'all, a week before he got hungry. Lou was hungry, y'all. Y'all say what you want. Y'all define hungry however y'all want to define it. But Lou was hungry. Lou went in there and got some chicken and said, ain't nothing wrong with me getting some wings. You ask anybody I know, they know my favorite place to eat is in Magic City. Lou, everybody's favorite place to eat in Atlanta is Magic City. But the difference between them and you is you got to go back to the bubble. You got to go to the safe bubble where you players cried about your health and your safety, and you jeopardize the NBA. Now, I've been joking, making these jokes about, you're hungry and all that, but now I'm serious. Lou, you messed up. Now, again, we know you ain't been in no trouble. You told Kendrick Perkins this earlier. You know what I'm saying? 15 years in the NBA, the only thing we can tag your name to as far as some kind of trouble or discipline is this right here because you was hungry. And you absolutely right, Sweet Lou. You absolutely right. Athletes don't get enough credit for keeping their name out the news for being good. And we want to talk about controversial stuff, but that's just the business this is. But Lou, come on. You got to use better judgment than that, my brother. You got to use better judgment than that. Not only did you put your team at risk, you put everybody else in the bubble at risk. Now they just tested all of y'all down there. Not one person came up positive. Not one. Now you exit the bubble. You go to Magic City for some wings and try to come back. Come on, Lou. You don't know what you might have brought in there, Lou. You don't know. Sweet Lou, wrong move. And ladies and gentlemen, that move right there is one of the reasons why I do not pick the Clippers to come out the West. I don't. And I'll tell you why. Shout out to Blend Cigar Bar. This is beautiful. Blend Cigar Bar right here. This is a Nicaraguan right here for y'all. Whatever. Y'all don't care about that. The Clippers will not win or come out the Western Conference. I'm going to tell you why. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since the NBA has announced that the season will be finished down in Orlando, I believe that the Clippers have been probably one of the most unfocused teams in the tournament. Now, people have not went to the bubble and left the bubble for family reasons, and we get all that. We do. But the Clippers have seven players, ladies and gentlemen, 7 who have either not traveled with the team in Orlando or has came later or just some haven't just showed up at all. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go down this list. Kawhi Leonard, he didn't fly with the team, personal reasons. Montrezl Harrell, he didn't fly with the team, personal reasons, family issues. Patrick Beverley, he didn't fly with the team, family issues. Zubac, he's not playing. Landry Shamet, he came up positive during the COVID. Marcus Morris just showed up last week, finished his quarantine. And now Lou Williams. Now, Lou Williams, he wasn't even sure that he was even going to play. Remember when Kyrie Irving was trying to lead the charge and getting players not to go down to Orlando, thinking that, the play would overshadow the Black Lives Matter movement and so on and so forth. Lou Williams was very much, he was a voice in that matter. He agreed with Kawhi. He was uncertain if he was even going to play. So now, with knowing that Lou Williams, we didn't know if he even wanted to come, and now this happening right here, where is his head at? Is Lou Williams focused? Now, we all know Lou Williams' past, one of the most prolific scorers to come off the bench in NBA history. He's just under 19 points a game, 5 assists a game coming off the bench this year. Going to be another nominee for 6th Man of the Year, which he's won the award 3 other times. But is he all in? Are the Clippers all in? You ask LeBron James and these guys right now, before their first preseason game, he's like, well, you know, how hard you guys going to play? Hey, we're in championship mode. And you got to believe that from LeBron. You got to believe that from the voice of the NBA. They're in championship mode in Los Angeles Lakers. I watched all 3 of their preseason games. The Lakers are to the beat. To the beat. Now, they also had somebody who's undecided and come in, Dwight Howard, but I guarantee you, when Dwight Howard made them statements, and he also had Kyrie Irving back, and he was one of them guys also thinking about not showing up and thinking about, you know, trying to do something more for the Black Lives Matter movement, I guarantee you LeBron James and Dwight Howard had a nice conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all, once they got down to Orlando, that these players would use Orlando as the platform they needed to get their point across, to continue to get their point across. The Black Lives Matter movement is not going to be on the back burner. They're not going to let it be on the back burner. They're going to use that platform. Tobias Harris, Paul George, LeBron James have spoken eloquently about Black Lives Matter movement during their post game. Paul George, Tobias Harris, the only thing they want to say, they want justice for Breonna Taylor. LeBron James lets y'all know the Black Lives Matter movement, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle for Black personnel, Black people. But how focused are the Los Angeles Clippers? 7, I just told y'all, 7 personnel, ladies and gentlemen, did not come with the team right away or have left the bubble and came back. Now, yeah, they might be playing good during their preseason games, but how focused are they? We've seen this before with Doc Rivers teams. Boston. We've seen turmoil before with Doc Rivers teams, with everybody jumping on Ray Allen, making Ray Allen the scapegoat of them not winning and stuff against the Lakers the second time in 2010 in the finals. Ray Allen said, fuck this, I'm gone, went to Miami. We've seen this with Doc Rivers teams before. Lob City. They had more fights within the team they had with other teams, blowing 3-1 leads in the playoffs to the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference semifinals. The Los Angeles Clippers have never been out the second round before, ladies and gentlemen. Never made it to the Western Conference Finals before in franchise history. Now you have this going on. Well, I mean, we're still they still don't have a full team yet. Patrick Beverley just arrived yesterday. I don't even know if Montrezl Harrell has rejoined the team yet. Again, Marcus Morris just now finished quarantine last week. And he just joined them last week and finished quarantine. And now Lou Williams, 10-day quarantine. You asked me, he got off easy. 10-day quarantine for putting the whole league in jeopardy because you wanted some wings from Magic City. All that good eating in Atlanta, you go to the strip club to get some wings. Y'all, we got a strip club here called Sunset here in Indianapolis. And they known for their chicken. Lord have mercy. Chicken off the chain. But guess what? It's closed. It's shut down due to COVID-19. Now we know Georgia. Georgia been off the chain. They ain't shut down at all. Georgia wide open. Georgia one of them states that open up when everybody else was shut down. And Magic City for sure is kicking. Oh, it's out there. It's open. Wide open. And Lou Williams, you took the judgment call to go there before you went back to the bubble. That's kept all you high-paid millionaire players safe. And you risked that? And the NBA only gave you 9 games. Y'all, I'm about to indulge it, because that's crazy. 9 games, Lou Williams. That don't make no sense, bro. That was a terrible judgment call by a veteran. A veteran. And again, if y'all don't know, Kendrick Perkins said it's a damn shame that a rookie and Zion Williamson acts more responsible, you know, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, than what Lou Williams did. That's when Lou Williams came back and said, in 15 years of myself in the league, you know, this is the only thing you can tag me on is me getting some food or whatever the case may be. Yes, Lou, but it's your timing. Timing is everything, my brother. And this was bad. This was real bad judgment. And again, I think you got to slap it on wrist for 10 games. Now, but with that being said, during those 10 games, he's going to miss 2 seeding games, y'all. The Clippers are 5.5 games behind the Lakers. They're the number 2 seed right now in the West. But they're only 2 games up on Denver, who's the 3 seed. Utah's the 4 seed. Not having Lou Williams hurts. Not having Lou Williams hurt y'all. I don't care if it is only 2 games. I'm looking at preseason game. I'm looking at what Denver doing. They're putting up lineups 6'10" or higher. Now again, maybe this won't affect the Clippers, but you have to question where their focus is at. That makes no sense for Lou to do what he did, in my opinion. You don't do that because you are already one of the people that didn't want to play in the first place. You voiced that. And so when you made a decision to come, got it. He's all in. But now you go home and on your way back, you stop in a strip club to get some wings, putting everybody else in jeopardy. Now we got the question, where's your head at? Are you focused? Ladies and gentlemen, that was a bad move. That was bad look. So now the Clippers, if let's say they don't even make it to the Western Conference Finals, go back to what I said. How focused are they? We've seen this from Doc Rivers teams before. Not focused at the right times. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking Doc Rivers and his ability to coach. But ladies and gentlemen, Doc Rivers sometimes doesn't have that ability to lock everybody in. This is different right here, babe. This whole environment is different. You don't have the play of the crowd. You don't have home court advantage. This is dog. The Lakers got their leader in LeBron. Who are y'all leader? Who is the Clippers leader? Well, we know it's Kawhi, so to say. But again, where's the focus by these guys? Don't just be satisfied because you the 2 seed. Because Denver's hot on y'all ass. Now, everybody thinks that, it's just going to be between the Lakers and the Clippers. The Lakers are focused. The Lakers are focused, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen it. I've been watching it. The Clippers, y'all been playing good ball too. But how focused are you really? These preseason games, let's be real, y'all. Are these preseason games really meaningful? They just getting their feet wet. That's all they are. It's getting you guys' feet wet. But ladies and gentlemen, what Lou Williams did, I really put into question. I'm very disappointed in his actions with that. That's just bad decision making, bad timing. And he probably apologized to his team. We don't know the whole specifics. And like I said, Lou Williams has been he's been a model citizen of the NBA. He has never gotten in trouble. But the timing was just awful. You risked everybody in the NBA inside that bubble of bringing something back. I just went to the strip club, bro. COVID everywhere. Georgia, y'all numbers are high. And you do that. I don't know, man. I just think that was a bad look. And now I question the focus of the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't know. Like I said, you had 7 guys. Zubac, Morris, Beverly, Harrell, Williams, Shamet, Beverly, not there, or everybody not coming, or not even traveling with the team. Now, again, I get it. If you got family issues or whatever, I understand that. But I don't know. Alex Caruso for the Lakers, his sister got married last week. He told the world, I'm committed. I am committed to this. I love my sister. Congratulations. I'm trying to win a championship. So people cut different. Greats are cut different. I'm not calling Alex Caruso great. But when you play with a great like LeBron James, that shit trickles down. That shit is contagious. I'm telling you, LeBron had a convo with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard said what he said. After that, he was committed 100% to going to Orlando. He just didn't tell y'all till later. Man, come on, man. We know this is LeBron's best chance, and he know Dwight Howard is an integral part of the Lakers' success this season, leading them to the number 1 seed, and now the favorites to win it all. The Clippers, yeah, you got championship pedigree from one guy, Kawhi. One. The Lakers ain't got that many over there either. But they got championship experience more than they do over there on the Lakers side. Got Jason Kidd on the bench. Been to 3 NBA Finals. Got Danny Green over there. He's been to multiple NBA Finals, 2-time champion. Got LeBron James, been to 9 himself, 3-time champion. You got a lot of experience over there. Dwight Howard been to an NBA Finals before. You got a lot of experience over there in the Lakers. They're committed. How committed are the Clippers? We don't know. But Lou Williams has a bad move by you, brother. And now you got to miss 2 games. 2 games with the team, 2 crucial games. Them 8 games, every game counts, ladies and gentlemen. Every game counts during these 8 seeding games. The 1 through 8 in the East or 1 through 8 in the West ain't cemented. The Lakers gonna stay number 1. Ain't nobody catching the Lakers. But everybody else, shit. Because there's certain teams you don't want to play. Even though I don't think they'll win no chip, you still don't want to play. You don't want to play the Houston Rockets in the first round. You don't want to play the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. You don't want to play Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round. Keep fucking off and not being focused, Clippers. You're going to find your asses out the tournament real early. You're going to have plenty of time to go to them wings in Magic City and whatever else you want inside that the building. I can't believe Lou. Lou went in there and they just twerking and shaking the COVID everywhere. COVID just twerking all in the damn building. You went in to get some damn wings. All that damn food in Atlanta. You went to Magic City to get some wings and take back to the bubble. Bad move, sweet Lou. Bad move. Hey, we'll see. The season starts Thursday. Lakers, Clippers. Lou ain't playing. We'll see what happens. Again, y'all don't mind me and smoking old stove. We got a little drink today. This is what we doing over here in the BillyFai podcast today, y'all. This is what we doing. Next up, we're going to talk about Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams has been crying, pleading to get out of New York. I mean, he has done everything to get out of New York. Last week, he even threw the coach under the bus. Man, said about Adam Gase, he's not a leader. He's not a real coach. He don't even confront people when he has a problem with them. He tells others to go do it for him. That right there was a straw that broke the camel's back. Not even 48 hours later, they traded Jamal Adams and a 4th-round pick to Seattle for McDougal, a safety, 2 first-rounders, and a 3rd-rounder. Ooh, Seattle paid a price, y'all. They paid a price for Jamal Adams. They paid a hefty bag. Was it worth it? Hell yes, it was worth it. I would have did it too. Y'all, Jamal Adams, one of the most young up-and-coming players in the league. He was the Jets, clearly he was the New York Jets' best player. He threatened them threatened them last year about a trade, about letting him go because he heard his name subject to trade rumors. Now, here's my thing. Jamal Adams been in the league 3 years. All right. He was his 1st-round pick, sixth pick in the 2017 draft, if I remember correctly. Got a nice signing bonus, over $22 million, $14 million. All of it was fully guaranteed. $14 million signing bonus. All right. 22 guaranteed. Been in the league 3 years. And he then requested to be traded a couple times for New York. Finally got his wish. Y'all, when he requested to get traded this last time, did y'all see his trade list? Did y'all see his wish list? Come on, Jamal Adams. Now, this is my thing right here. I know you play for the Jets, bro. I get that, and that's fine. The Jets ain't been nothing for a long time. His wish list, y'all, was every contender in the NFL. I mean, he put it down. I wish to get traded to Kansas City, Baltimore, Dallas, Philly, New England, Houston, Colts, Pittsburgh. He listed every playoff. Seattle, San Francisco. He listed every single playoff team in the world. Man, these players are spoiled, I'm telling you. Because let you have been playing for Bill Belichick. I request to get traded to Baltimore, Kansas City, New England, or New Orleans. You put all the contenders. I've seen it. Ask Jamie Collins what happened to him when he requested to get traded. You know where New England traded him to, y'all, if y'all don't know? At the time, a terrible Cleveland Browns team. Man, I ain't lying. But he had the Jets such in a stronghold, and Seattle gave him an offer they couldn't refuse. But now, who is the pressure? Now, me personally, I already had Seattle #1 seed in the NFC coming out this season. Remember, it's an expanded playoff. So only #1 seed in the NFC and the AFC, only the two #1 seeds get the first round bye in the playoffs. Everybody else plays in the wild card. So that's more incentive for you to play hard during the regular season, which they do in the NFL. They don't take games off in the NFL. They play hard every game. Every game counts. Every game counts even more now. I already had Seattle #1. I think Seattle plays in the hardest division in football. My personal opinion, but the numbers don't lie. Since 2009, every team in that division has been a representative in the Super Bowl. Seattle twice, San Francisco twice, one time each for the Rams and Cardinals. Every team has been represented in the Super Bowl since 2009. I think that's the hardest division in football. I really do. And I also about to throw something out there right now to y'all. I think Russell Wilson is going to be the MVP of this season. I know everybody love Mahomes, love Pat Money. That's what I call him now, Pat Money. I don't call him Patrick Mahomes no more. I call him Pat Money. I know everybody loves that boy Louisville, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson just won unanimously last year. We haven't had a back-to-back MVP since. Y'all ready for the Did You Know? Here comes the Did You Know. Did you know our last back-to-back MVP in the NFL? It was Peyton Manning, y'all. 2008, 2009. He went back-to-back both of them seasons. And Peyton Manning was so cold, y'all. Guess what? I'm going to throw another Did You Know out there. Did y'all know Peyton Manning won back-to-back MVPs twice in his career? 2003 and 2004. 2003, he shared it with Steve McNair, then won it again by himself in 2004. Peyton Manning got not one, but two back-to-back MVP seasons. And then won his fifth and last MVP when he's with Denver. So we haven't had a back-to-back MVP in a long time in NFL, y'all. And I don't think we're going to have one this year. I think Russell Wilson will be the MVP. I'm just throwing it out there, throwing that little jewel out there to y'all. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. But I think Seattle is going to be the #1 seed in the NFC. Now, what does that mean for Jamal Adams? Now, you got to perform, Jamal. You got to perform. It's one thing about these players that request to get traded. What do you do once you get traded? Now, you got what you want. Now, you got to keep the ball rolling. You got to, because Seattle paid a healthy price to get you. Come out there and be a dud if you want to. But I don't think you will. Pete Carroll ain't going to allow you to be no dud. Pete Carroll is not going to allow you to be no dud, Jamal Adams. Why? Because you went from one of the worst coaches that players do not respect at all in this league, in Adam Gase. He gets no respect. Everywhere he's been, Chicago has a head coach. Chicago, Miami, not Jets. It's always been an issue with Adam Gase as the head man. Offensive coordinator, has been no issue with Adam Gase, not one. But as the head coach, players don't respect him. And they voice that. When the players voice their opinion about their head coach in a negative manner, it's over. You can't recover from that. You can't. But Adam Gase, it's been that way for him for 3 teams. So this might be Adam Gase's last shot as a head coach. He gets no respect. Now, defensive coordinator Greg Williams, he expressed his feelings about the Jamal Adams before he got traded. So yeah, I want to bring him back. Y'all know Greg Williams, he was the defensive coordinator for New Orleans Saints when they won the Super Bowl during the Bounty Gate. But Greg Williams, everywhere he's been, has been a respected and loved defensive coach. Everybody loved Greg Williams. Hell, they wanted Greg Williams to continue to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns a couple years ago when he took over when they fired their coach. When Cleveland fired their coach and Greg Williams became the interim. Hugh Jackson. When Cleveland fired Hugh Jackson, Greg Williams became the interim, and he took over, and them guys played hard for him, but they ended up hiring Freddie Kitchens after that. Everywhere Greg Williams has been, he's been successful on the defensive side of the ball. Players love playing for Greg Williams. Jamal Adams had nothing bad to say about Greg Williams, but he cannot play for Adam Gase or the Jets organization. But now, Jamal Adams, you got to perform out there in Seattle. And I know you will, because Pete Carroll going to take care of you. Pete Carroll is a player's coach. Hardest division in football. But I think that he's going to be all right. Now, they gave up a lot to get him. And they played each other in week 14, by the way. Le'Veon Bell took Twitter, talked about people do all this hooting and hollering to get you to play with them. And then when you come, they want to get up and leave. Question his manhood at the end of the tweet. Jamal Adams said, don't worry about it. Noted. See you week 14. Jamal Adams going to eat, y'all. Sam Darnold, be careful. Because Jamal Adams, he's one of them strong safeties that ain't afraid of nothing. Jamal Adams has no weakness. He can tackle. He can catch. He'll go in there and give you a strip sack. He does it all. Jamal Adams has no weakness, y'all. And I think that was a great pickup for the Seattle Seahawks. They gave up a lot. So it tells you they're in the win now. Pete Carroll is the oldest coach in the NFL. They're in the win now. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks, strong contenders to win the Super Bowl this year. If we have a season. But we ain't talking about that today. We're not going to do that today. I'm not going to do that to y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic we're about to get into right now, near and dear to my heart. Everybody know I'm a New York Knicks fan. If you don't know it, you don't know who I am. You never knew who I was. Billy the Angry Knicks fan came almost 6 years, about 5.5, 6 years ago. The New York Knicks, they just been breaking my heart for years, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking my heart for years. And it seems like I have to make this announcement every single year around this time. Y'all, we just hired a new head coach. And this time, it's actually a head coach that has respect around the league. He's respected by a lot of veterans around the league. Ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks just hired Tom Thibodeau as the next head coach. Now, you like, damn, BillyFai, you don't sound too happy about it. And here's why I feel like, whatever. And this is why. Ladies and gentlemen, now before I get into that, Tom Thibodeau, let's talk about Tom Thibodeau real quick. Tom Thibodeau is a respected head coach around the league. He wasn't my first choice. My first choice was Jason Kidd because we have a young team. Tom Thibodeau, he doesn't coach young players. He's not a young player developer. He's got his work cut out for him. And the stall by the hire, and reports came out last week that Jason Kidd was the number one contender or has moved into as the front runner to be the next Knicks head coach, is because they couldn't agree on a contract situation. They finally agree on it. Tom Thibodeau has a 5-year contract. The specific of the numbers and all have not been revealed yet. I'm pretty sure he's going to get compensated heavy. Because that's what we do in New York. We pay you not to do shit. We pay you a lot of money to fuck up. That's what we do. That's what the Knicks do. They pay you a lot of money to fuck up in New York City. So I'm pretty sure when these numbers come out, they're going to be like, damn. 5 years, y'all. During Tom Thibodeau's coaching tenure, everybody knows him. He was a coach under Jeff Van Gundy for the New York Knicks for years. Then he went to Boston. I mean, he had coaching experience, assistant coaching experience prior to that. But he went to Boston, coached under Doc Rivers, been to 2 NBA Finals as assistant coach. Won one in 2008 with the Boston Celtics. Loved by the players, loved by them veterans up there. Then he finally got his shot in 2010 with the Chicago Bulls. Went to the playoffs every year. Number 1 seed a couple years. Coach of the year. One of his players, Derrick Rose, the MVP. Lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. He got fired. The next year, he got hired by the Minnesota Timberwolves, which was a disaster. He was also president of operations. But it was a disaster in Minnesota. He had a lot of young guys there. Jimmy Butler loved him, but a lot of the young guys were crying. NBA is a players' league. Players going to win 95% of the time. They fired Coach Tibbs, even though he took Minnesota to the playoffs after a 14-year drought of not making it. He took them to the playoffs. And now he's the head coach of the New York Knicks. Now, Tom Thibodeau, his reputation is running players into the ground. And I agree, he does that. However, the Knicks need some toughness. Hell, the NBA is soft. NBA is soft as shit compared. I'm 42 years old. When I grew up, I saw the NBA as a tough league. The NBA now is a bunch of babies. The mentality is just totally different. Tom Thibodeau, he's from Northeast. He's from Connecticut. He has that New England toughness. That's what he was brought in. That's what he was raised in. That's what he teaches. Teaches that New England toughness. But one thing I am afraid of is, again, Tom Thibodeau, the veterans respect Tom Thibodeau. Everybody that heard he got this job loved it. They have his support. He got their support. They have his back. My thing is, we don't have veterans on the Knicks. We have a bunch of young guys on the Knicks. The Knicks have done a great job in trying to revamp the whole system. And one thing Knicks fans always talking about, we got to change the culture. We got to change the culture. Shut the fuck up about the culture. Okay? Because y'all said this shit when you brought Phil in. You said this shit when we got Mike Woodson out of there, and then Derek Fisher became the coach. And this been bullshit ever since. Okay? If Phil Jackson couldn't fix us, I knew we were fucked. I knew the Knicks were fucked. We don't have young guys. So Tom Thibodeau's going to have to put his work in. Okay? We're going to have to attract veterans to play with Tibbs. And that's another thing. When you play for the Knicks, the biggest thing the last few years, and who in the hell is going to come to New York? New York used to be an attraction spot for free agents. Now it's a laughing stock. You want your best game, you want a career high, you look to see when you're going to play the Knicks. And that's when you got them say, hey, I'm going to have me a game tonight. I'm about to play in the Garden. I'm about to take it to these Knicks. And it comes to the point now, fans in Madison Square Garden, they cheer for the opposition because they know that they about to go ham on us. People have set career highs the last 4 or 5 years in New York playing the Knicks. It's just awful because we have no toughness. I guarantee you this. Tom Thibodeau ain't going to let that happen. I don't care if we're young or old. Tom Thibodeau brings toughness. I'm not saying we about to win a lot of games. I ain't saying none of that shit. Because we hire coaches every year. Y'all listen to what I'm about to tell you right here. Since 2000, the Knicks have one of the worst winning percentages in sports. They have the worst winning percentage in the NBA since 2000. Y'all, since 2000, the New York Knicks have hired 14 head coaches. Y'all ain't hear me. It's 2020. Since 2000, that's 20 years, the New York Knicks have hired 14 coaches. Oh, that ain't shit. You ready for this right here? I got puff and smoke before I tell you this shit. This shit is out of control. I'm about to go ham. Y'all, also since 2000, the New York Knicks have made the playoffs a grand total of 3 times. 3 coaches have taken the Knicks to the playoffs. 3 separate coaches. Lenny Wilkens, Mike D'Antoni, and Mike Woodson. In 20 years, 3 playoff appearances. 14 head coaches. Only one of those coaches have won a playoff game. It ain't the Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkens. It ain't the offensive genius Mike D'Antoni. Both of them went 0-4 in their career with the Knicks in the playoffs. It's Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson has a 7-10 record in the playoffs with New York Knicks. In 20 years, the New York Knicks have won 7 playoff games. 3 separate appearances, 14 head coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks stink. And everybody think this hiring of Tom Thibodeau is somehow going to change what it is that we have in New York City in Madison Square Garden. We have hired a new GM. We brought in Leon Rose to be new president. We still got Scott Perry as the GM. I like Scott Perry. And now he finally has help. We got rid of Steve Mills, thank God, because he was one of the reasons why we sucked too, and he just held on to a job forever. We've hired Leon Rose. We even hired Worldwide West. We brought Worldwide West in, y'all. But guess what? You know who's still there? James Dolan. He's still there, ladies and gentlemen. When did James Dolan take over? Year 2000. He's the common denominator for all this bullshit. This shit makes no sense, y'all. We are the New York Knicks. 20 years, we have been waiting to be prolific as we was in the 90s. We done seen teams pass us up from the dead. We've seen expansion teams in sports start off strong. We've seen teams have dynasties for 20 years. Tom Brady was a quarterback for 20 years for New England Patriots, went to 9 Super Bowls during that span. Knicks were still sucking. LeBron James ain't been playing for damn near 20 years. He been to 9 NBA Finals. The Knicks still sucking. I don't watch the Kansas City Royals in baseball. Baseball, y'all. Kansas City Royals win a damn World Series. Kansas City Chiefs, a few years later, they win a World Series. They first won in 52 years, or 50 years. Cleveland Cavaliers won an NBA Finals. Their first championship in the city of Cleveland in 50 years. New York City has not had a world champion since 2009 in New York Yankees, and they favorite, along with the Los Angeles Dodgers, to win it again this year. The New York Knicks are terrible because of James Dolan, and I don't give a damn who you hire as the head coach of New York Knicks. It won't matter because players ain't gonna play for goddamn James Dolan. They not. I wish there was some kind of rule that if you have been relevant, if you own a team and you haven't been relevant and hadn't had no success, you have to sell the team. There got to be some kind of incentive. This man is making money to be less than mediocre. And I'm giving it to him. Look at this shit. I'm buying Nick face mask and shit, trying to block the COVID. Yeah, if I want to block the COVID, I wear something that says Knicks, because they need to have COVID on their ass. Fuck the Knicks. I got t-shirts. I got throwback jerseys. That's just the half. I got damn Nick hats. That's just half of this shit. I mean, for 20 years, we have been a bad customer of service for 20 years. Everywhere you go, the customer is always right. You go to McDonald's, they mess your order up, you act a damn fool. What they gonna do? They're gonna fix your shit, make sure they get it right. Y'all, my order has been wrong with the Knicks for 20 years. They still have not got my order right. 20 damn years. The customer is not right with the New York Knicks. Our order has been fucked up for 20 years. And the motherfucker back there that's cooking our shit, James Dolan, keep giving us the wrong damn shit. I want my order right. 20 years, y'all. This shit don't make no damn sense. As long as James Dolan is the owner of the New York Knicks, we will not have success. He's the common denominator. Y'all can hire anybody y'all want to. Y'all hired Phil Jackson as the president of basketball operations, and he couldn't get this shit right. Phil Jackson! He couldn't get it right. So now y'all throwing confetti because we hired Tom Thibodeau? Man, stop. I'm going to throw y'all something right here. I got a couple of friends here talking about we got a top 10 power forward that played for the New York Knicks, and Julius Randle. They crazy as hell. Julius Randle is not no damn top 10 power forward in the NBA. I don't give a damn what they say. I want y'all to put it right there on Twitter right now. If you feel like, I'm going to put the poll up after this podcast. Follow me on Angry Faye Podcast on Twitter. I'm putting the poll up on there, or I'll put it up on my other Twitter page on Angry Billy, Billy the Angry Knicks fan. Is Julius Randle a top 10 power forward in this league? I already know the answer. I already know. Hell no. Hell no. He's top 10 when he did a motherfucking spin move and the ball goes in the 5th row. But he no damn top 10 power forward. Man, get the fuck out of here. You done lost your damn mind telling me that shit. Julius Randle, top 10 power forward. Man, please. Stop it. Just stop it. New York Knicks are a fucking travesty. And as long as James Dolan's in charge of New York Knicks, I don't give a damn who they hire. We got to get him out. He got to go. I'm sick of this shit. Again, y'all know that I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. I go to the mall, or I go to the barbershop here. 5496 Emerson Way. Heritage and Legacy. Go in there and get your hair cut too. Go see my man Razor Chan Jones, Reginald Jones. Go see Tracy. They're going to hook y'all up. It's like church, y'all. You go in there, you come as you are, but you're going to leave different. I guarantee you that. 5496 Emerson Way, Indianapolis, Indiana. 46226. Heritage and Legacy Barbershop. They're going to square you away. But I go in there, and these fools, they get on me all the time because I'm a New York Knicks fan. They talk about these funky-ass Pacers. They talk about these Lakers. Indianapolis is the epicenter of picking whoever, nowadays people don't have favorite teams. They got favorite players. They just jump ship. Mother ask me who your favorite team is. I tell them I'm a Knicks fan. Mother be like, well, damn, you just going for Golden State a couple years ago in the finals. Bitch, I'm a Knicks fan. As a New York Knicks fan, I reserve the right to root for whoever the fuck I want. We reserve that right, Knicks fans. Goddamn it, I like Curry. Fuck you. I like Clay. I like Steve Kerr. We were supposed to goddamn get Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr said, no, fuck you, I'm going to go Golden State. Best move he ever goddamn made. Don't come over here, Steve Kerr. We're tarnished as shit. Knicks fans, we should get Mark Jackson. Fuck no, Mark. Keep your ass blacklisted. Stay there, announce the games, and talk about this since don't be employed under Dolan. Talk about Dolan. Don't be employed under Dolan. Dolan is so worried about his image, he kicks fans out for telling the truth. Again, the fans are telling you, hey, my order's fucked up. The customer ain't right fucking with James Dolan. Oh, your order's fucked up? Who cares? You shouldn't have ordered that shit. Get the fuck out. Are you fucking kidding me? He's making millions off us. He's making millions off being shitty. I mean, come on, man. So excuse the fuck out of me for not being happy about hiring Tom Thibodeau. Okay? I'm happy we have a high prolific name coach that's calling the plays for us. But look who he's calling the plays for. Give me some players. I give a fuck who we hired right about now. We've hired 14 fucking coaches in the last 20 years. Ain't none of them made a difference. Hell, we almost hired Mike Woodson back. That's how sad we are. We almost hired Mike Woodson back. You know what Mike Woodson been doing since he left us? Sitting beside Doc Rivers. Ain't he been doing the same shit he did with us? He took us to in 2012, 2013 was the last time we've been to the playoffs. We was a 54-win team, number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We lost to the Indiana Pacers, of all fucking people, in the Eastern Conference semifinals in 6 games. The very next year, Mike Woodson completed his season. The team quit on him. Yes, the team quit on him, and he was let go. They hired Phil Jackson, brought Derek Fisher in, and it's been shit ever since. It's been shit ever since. It's been shit since 2000. But I bring up 2012, 2013, that's our last playoff appearance. And guess what? We had a team full of veterans. A team full of veterans on that squad, y'all. James Dolan be the first person to tell you he don't know shit about this sport. He pays more attention to the New York Rangers than he's the fuck the rest. New York Rangers been to the Stanley Cup Finals since that span. We've lost, but we've been. They've gotten high prolific free agents than the New York Rangers. We ain't got shit. We was happy when we got Derrick Rose. This nigga went AWOL on us. He went AWOL because he missed the Midwest. What the fuck? We gave Joakim Noah a whole lot of money to break free throws. I mean, I just don't. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Because this is what the fuck y'all been waiting on. I'm a man of the people. My goddamn cigar done went out fucking with y'all. We hired Tom Thibodeau. 14 fucking head coaches since 2000. That's unsatisfactory. That's unset, y'all. That's terrible. That is disgraceful. 14, y'all don't feel what I'm saying. 14 head coaches since 2000. Kobe Bryant played 20 years for the Los Angeles Lakers. Dirk, 1920. Tim Duncan played 19 for San Antonio. I mean, we've seen guys who stuck to one franchise and were successful. And we've hired 14 head coaches since the year 2000. It's pitiful. It's fucking sad. It's disgusting. Congratulations, Tom Thibodeau, for being hired. But whoop-de-fucking-do. I live in Indianapolis. We hate the Pacers, and the Pacers hate the Knicks. And they're laughing at us. They ain't won shit, but they got the right to laugh at us. Because at least they go to the playoffs. At least they have a shot. They're playing the lottery. You can't win the money if you don't play the lottery. Or we in the lottery too. Lottery picks. And we can't even get that shit right. We better draft somebody good this year. I want either LaMelo Ball, Cole Anthony, or Anthony Edwards. That's all. That's all. Can I get one of them three? Our record qualifies us at least to be top 5. But we'll fuck that up too. I mean, damn. We booed Porzingis, but fuck Porzingis. He tried to play us, call his bluff. Now he's in Dallas. This motherfucker's in the bubble. Half the damn players in the bubble were Knicks. Ain't that some bullshit? Half the damn players in the bubble at one time were New York Knicks. Lord have mercy. I mean, this shit is terrible, y'all. Y'all just don't feel my fucking pain. James Dolan is the reason why we are who we are. It is what it is. But we got basketball back. We got sports back. Baseball started back up. I don't know now. Florida Marlins got 11 players with the COVID. Hockey starts this week. MLS soccer has started the last few weeks. They got their tournament going on. Sports is back. I'll be back too. Talk about these funky ass Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck them. And everybody laughing at me, fuck y'all too. Mount Water has been fucked up for 20 years. I need some kind of compensation, reparation, something. I need it. Because this is some bullshit. No fan should have to go through this. At least tease me with success. At least make the playoffs, and then maybe I can start using that cliche like Cowboys fans say, maybe next year. I can't even say that shit. I'm worried about year to year if we even gonna win 20 games. This some bullshit, y'all. I'm supposed to be happy because we hired Tom Thibodeau. Don't get me wrong, if we hired Jason Kidd, it'd have been the same enthusiastic person right now. I've been a little bit happier because Jason Kidd was my pick. I want to see what he does with young guys. I've seen it before. I had never seen Tom Thibodeau actually coach a group of young guys. He coached Derrick Rose, but he also had veterans with him. I want to see what he does with a group of young guys. This is going to be very interesting. But I also want to see who the fuck comes to New York too. Player-wise. Get all the coaches in the fucking world. Player-wise, whatever. I ain't going to keep talking about this shit no more. Y'all, that's all I got today, man, for the BillyFai podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back shortly. I'll give y'all another episode, drop some more jewels on you. Man, bless y'all. Y'all be safe. Peace.